I'm ready.
You ready?
The door's open.
Oh.
We're not ready.
Oops. Alright. Pop
Okay, I'm ready. Try and pop some bottles. Woo!
Cool.
Woo! Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to another Wind Down Wednesday. Today I have Riley joining me, and behind the camera we have Mark. So we're streaming on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And to kick off Wind Down Wednesday, we have
Pink Moscato.
Pink Moscato wine.
That's by my request, by the way. I
Yes.
love a pink Moscato.
Riley did get
I have a cup.
the complimentary
I'm a
Wind
fish.
Down Wednesday official drinkware.
I feel very special.
Woo!
How much wine would you like? Should we do like a healthy pour, or are you?
No, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. We're halfway through the week. Let's finish her out strong. What do you think?
I feel like half a good glug. You know,
A good glug.
good
Just
glug.
a sip or two.
Yeah.
All right. Also, if you're tuning in, we are gonna give out another one of the $50 Amex gift cards at the end of this live. If you comment the most, Mark will pick you up on the camera, and we will give it to whoever tells us the best joke. We
gosh.
love jokes. Let us hear it.
Yes.
Tell me all the jokes.
I want a joke.
Make me giggle. A funny ha-ha,
Make
perhaps.
them laugh.
So, oh, I forgot to. Yep, cheers. Kick it off. Oh, that sounded funny.
It's delicious. Oh, it's so good.
I could use some berries.
Not a wall.
Not at all.
It's so good.
I feel like this would pair well with chocolate.
Very good with chocolate. I prefer pink Moscato with a little bit of cheese. I like pink Moscato with a good brie
I
cheese.
don't know enough about like the correct way to drink wine and the food you're supposed to eat, and like what wine pairs well with what, like pasta sauce and what bread, fruit, all of that kind of stuff. I'm really clueless.
I mean, that's fair. I was for a while too, but then I just
Like, what do you, is it purely a taste test, or are you supposed to, like, read some articles on it, or
well, it's kind of, like, there
do
are.
I watch the Food Network?
You could do that. There's a lot that you could do to figure it out, but I figured it out based off of, I have a very pretentious father when it comes to wine. Like,
I don't even know what pretentious means.
He's just really, like, he's very passionate about wine, and so all growing up, we tried wines all the time. Like, the first time I had a sip of wine, I was probably, like, 5.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, what has it taste? What's the bouquet like? I'm like, I'm 5, it tastes awful. Actually, like, I hate it.
This is terrible. I'd like to go home now.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'm
here.
home. Anyway, okay,
That's funny.
well.
Yes, let's kick things off. So
Yeah.
today, we're going to do something that we've never done on any live before at Heat Transfer Warehouse. So, we got this brand new,
Brother.
let me just banner white this for you.
You guys can't see the front, unfortunately, because we're going to be using the machine, but this is what the back looks like.
This is the Brother Embroidery machine, I think it's called PE800.
Yes, this is the Brother
It's on the
PE800, and this is a great little machine. I think it retails at like
I don't
like
know.
that. I'm
Mark,
not
what's
sure.
it for sale on our website?
800? Is it 800? Yeah.
Just give him a sec.
Oh,
He'll
he's
figure it out.
looking.
He's
got
on
it
the
for
site.
us.
We got Mark on the computer back there.
Say hi, Mark.
Say hi, Mark.
Hi, everyone.
So, yeah, this is a great little machine for like crafters or people who are really just wanting to like try embroidery. And they like it's compared to a lot of other commercial embroidery machines. It's just very affordable and it's very user friendly. So, like if you've never done embroidery before and you've been wanting to dip your toes in, this is what I would suggest. Personally.
Lexi, I have never used this thing.
Lexi has never done any embroidery before.
Lexi watches embroidery.
Lexi watches me do embroidery.
So I am here to drink and answer questions, and Riley's here to embroider.
Well, you're here to drink and ask questions, and I'm here to drink and embroider and answer questions.
Yes, we're here to do all the things. All right, Mark, you got a price for us?
$7.89.
$7.89 for
I was
this
close.
fancy.
I was so close. Yeah, for this.
I feel like the price is right. You know when they like
Yeah.
announce the prizes and they're like, "Oh, look at that! It's so pretty! Woo! What is the price of that? Woo!"
Yeah, so we're gonna just kind of learn about this little machine today.
Let's do the dang thing, Riley. What do you say?
I'm down.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna take a sip of wine before we start going with this. So we're gonna make a wine down Wednesday apron.
Yes. So the first Wind Down Wednesday, we kicked off by sublimating and putting HTV onto the apron. So I figured kind of along those lines, we're going to do the apron with the embroidery of the Wind Down Wednesday logo as well. Just to kind of like cover all of our bases.
Yeah.
You know? Why
So-
not?
so-
Why not? Why not?
I hate you. I'm kidding.
I am the hammer.
Honey,
But yes, Riley, walk me through
yeah,
how to
so
go about this.
I have already done us the lovely job of hooping our apron. This is the hoop, the standard hoop 5x7 that comes with the Brother PE 800, and it is, of course, 5 inches by 7 inches. And this is a really good size hoop for a lot of things. Like you could use this for a front chest, you could use this for a left chest. It really doesn't matter. But this is great for this little piece here because obviously our apron is roughly like 7 inches in width at the top. So this is going to be really good for us. And as you can see, it is centered on that spot. So our little thing is going to go right about here. And it's going to be a little bit smaller than obviously the other stuff that the other aprons you made. But this is just because this is the hoop size that we have. So we're going to make it work. So I think not sure what size our artwork is actually. I do 4 by 5 or something. But what we're going to do is we're going to slide this baby right on here. And just so you guys know, I don't have as much experience with this machine as I do with my other machines, obviously.
The other machine that's way more complicated. It has like 6 heads on it.
Yes, the other very expensive
Way
machine
that
took me 2 years to learn how to use.
It's okay, I'm here for it.
Anyways, so you're just gonna pop your hoop in. There's a couple little. This is called the carriage over here, and this is what's gonna move your hoop and find and give you your embroidery design because obviously this doesn't move. So you just want to pop it in there. Make sure all of your excess fabric is off to the side or just out of the way because you don't want to sew through anything. Trust me, I've done it so many times on accident. But yeah, so and then we'll spare you the details of going in and threading the machine. That's something you can watch a YouTube video on, or you can even just.
We'll be coming out with an embroidery brother machine, kind of YouTube. I don't know if it's like a walkthrough or a tutorial,
Maybe like an unboxing
kind of vibe
or something. I don't
It's
know.
already out of the box.
I don't know that.
But we'll be coming out with some content here in the future for you guys, so you can get kind of. We're gonna highlight embroidery a lot more because I feel like it's something brand new to most of us here at Heat Transfer Warehouse, but also something that's like really kind of popping off.
It
in my
is.
opinion.
And embroidery's been around for a lot longer than a lot of the regular like apparel decoration methods that we have now. Like heat presses like were not a thing a long time ago, but people for thousands of years have been sewing into fabric and sewing fabric, right? So embroidery actually showed up a lot faster than anything else. And is
That
one
checks
of
out.
the best options, in my opinion, for decorating apparel simply because it's longer lasting. It's not gonna.
It's very clean.
It's very clean, super professional as long as you do it right. And
Here we are.
It lasts forever. It's so durable, and you're not gonna ever I promise, if you have a loose thing, like a loose thread in your embroidery, I promise it's not gonna all fall out. It's made to not do that. So yeah, in my very biased opinion, I think embroidery is the best. But anyways, so the easy part about this machine is that I've already set it up for us to straight up just push a button and go.
Do it.
So we're gonna lower our presser foot here, and then our little thing is gonna turn green and let us know that it's ready. I already have white thread threaded through the machine and the needle, so all we're gonna do is press start, and she's gonna go whack. And then I'm actually gonna stop it like about 6 stitches after it starts because there is a tiny little piece of excess thread that is left behind, and I just like to snip that off to save me a little bit of time in trimming later. So.
That checks out. You got any comments yet, Mark? Not
What?
a single hello?
Hello, Whitos.
Hello. Yeah, that checks out.
Winos?
You can say the hellos. It doesn't have to just be the question.
Yeah.
Craftable Thing says, hey y'all.
Hey.
What's up? So right now
Embroidery's so trippy.
it's fun, huh?
I don't know how many times I've almost like fallen asleep, like recording a reel or something, and it's just a 6-head machine just going off, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, oh bananas, I'm about to fall
It
asleep.
is pretty mesmerizing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of the time when people come and walk by my embroidery area, they're like, "Ooh, what are you making?" And I'm like,
I feel like that's
we're getting there.
I feel like that's literally me every time. I'm just like, oh, I can hear Regina going, oh, well, better go check on Riley, see what's going on.
When she says Regina, she means my 6-head embroidery
Yes.
machine, by the way.
Yes.
We have here at Heat Transfer in our custom apparel department, which is where I work, we have 2 industrial size embroidery machines, and they're both Ricoma, because we love Ricoma. Ricoma is amazing, and they're amazing machines. We have the MT1501 and the CHT2 6-head.
Whoa.
And it goes a little bit faster, as you can see, when it's like going to certain places. But yeah, hopefully you guys can hear us too. You can
Yeah, let
tell
us know in the comments if this is just a little too loud, and then we'll project even more if we have to.
we'll yell a little bit, but
Yeet.
that's kind of one of the problems that you do find yourself with when it comes to embroideries. These machines aren't quiet, you know, like they just do their job.
They're just here to work.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's it. But yeah, so I work with 2 industrial sized embroidery machines most of the time here at Heat Transfer, and they're really fun. But I like to call them toddlers, and I've named them because I have a thing for naming the technology that I use. I don't know why. When I personify it, it just makes it easier to work with it. And
It's easier to blame it too.
Yeah,
I feel
you know,
like,
like
when stuff goes wrong,
when it
it's
goes
like,
wrong.
hey, that is 100% so and so.
Yeah, it's not my fault. Definitely not. Okay. Okay, so that little sound meant that that was actually the knife coming out cutting it. Now what we're gonna do is change our thread color. So when it makes that little noise and it stops, obviously, that is your machine telling you, I'm ready for the next color for the design. And it will actually tell you on this lovely little screen that the P800 has, which color it wants to do next. And it kind of shows you like what it's gonna sew as well. That's a really cool part about this little P800. It's like, it's very smart. Like, it's a very smart little machine compared to a lot of like embroidery machines that are this size. It really knows like exactly what it's doing. There's a lot of things that you can do with it too that you can't actually do with my big, giant, expensive, scary machines. Like you can do a lot of like weird things. Like you can adjust sizing on here, which is not something you can do with it. What's up, Mark?
What are we embroidering?
We're embroidering an apron.
We're embroidering an apron with the. We need to get a sign. Kirk, I want a sign.
Tell him, bro.
We are embroidering an apron with the Wind Down Wednesday logo. So a big part of what we're doing today, on top of just the embroidery, is educating on it. Simply because I have yet to work with this brother machine, and it is brand new to Heat Transfer Warehouse. And I know we just pushed it on social media.
Like a week ago?
Oh gosh, a week or 2 ago. And also with our new fulfillment service, we can offer embroidery for our customers as well. So kind of highlighting a bunch of different things and learning a little bit about embroidery.
Yeah, I've already had a couple of.
Do we do this weekly?
Yes.
Wind Down Wednesday or embroidery?
The Wind Down Wednesday is the
Wind Down
weekly
Wednesday or
show?
embroidery. I was like, I do embroidery
We do
every day.
every day. Wind Down Wednesday right now is bi-weekly. It's usually the first and third Wednesday of every month, I think.
You tell me, girl. It's your show.
You're killing it.
Twice a month, that's all I got. Every other week.
Press the green button. Go for it.
Boop.
Okay,
You
and then
press
I'm
the
gonna have you
buttons.
press it again here in a sec. You can press right now. Boop. Okay. I'll go in. And this is just a very nitpicky Riley thing, but
This is somebody that does this every day.
this is somebody that does this for customers every day thing, and does her best to streamline it so that it's not
Simple. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so trippy. I love embroidery.
I wish we could like show them a close up of like what it looks like when it's going, because it's super fun to watch.
It really is.
I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years, and watching it is still fun for me. Like I still sit there and I'm like, oh,
so pretty.
look at her go. Because like also there's a sense of pride as well that comes with when your machine is running really smoothly, because it says a lot about you as an embroiderer if your machine is running like very well. Obviously the stitches are beautiful, like the tension is right, you're not having any big loops or anything crazy like that, your design is centered and everything. So when your machine is running really smoothly and you've done everything correctly, you've maintained your machine right, it's very rewarding as an embroiderer to see that you've done everything right, because a lot of the embroidery is kind of a pain. Like it can be really nitpicky and you really have to know what you're doing, and a lot of people don't, unfortunately, because there's not really like a place to like educate yourself on that. But yeah, it's really cool to watch it and learn more every day. Like every garment that I embroider, I learn more about it. So it's fun. Whoop, ready. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of teach you this process. Okay?
Oh God. Okay.
So what we're gonna do now? I'm just not trying to assume your gender. Now it's now it's ready. So what we're gonna do is to change the thread on this. I do a little trick that I do with my other machines, which is I pull this out a little bit. So with my big machines, you have to rethread the whole thing if you want to change your color. And this is the same with this little machine. So a quick little trick, thank you, is if you straight up just take your spool off, right? Cut off, leave a good bit of excess there, and you grab your next color, which is black for us. And I'll put it on my spool like I'm supposed to. All that fun stuff. But if you straight up just like tie this thread, so get your new thread, so the black thread with the red, and literally tie them together, and then gently but assertively pull it through the machine, kind of like this. So just being real careful because you don't want your thread to break inside of the machine, of course, because then you'll have to rethread the whole thing anyways. But if you're just real gentle, but with a good bit of force, you can just pull it through just like that, and then cut off all your red. So there's our red. Let me say goodbye-bye. And you just throw it away. And then that way, there, you didn't have to rethread your whole machine. It's not crazy. And then another cool thing about the PE800 that my big machines don't have is this little fun thing where it threads the needle for you. Like, if you just wrap it around here like that and put it in the right place, and then you just press this little lever down, it's threaded. That's insane.
That's wild.
That's insane, dude, because you know how often I sit in front of those needles and I'm like, please, please, please. And then at that point, you don't have to even do anything. You just straight up press go. And then, again, do my little stoppy stop. You just cut that excess a little bit so that we don't have to trim it later. If I can stop being the worst.
Yeah. Mark, we got any more comments? Anybody tell me a joke yet for $50?
Apparently I suck at reading comments.
Oh boy.
Oh, Mark.
Mark! Come on!
Come on now.
It's okay, to be fair, cut Mark some slack. This is his first time doing a live with 4 cameras. So he's looking at 4 different platforms at the same time. So.
Yeah, like you have to have like 4 different eyeballs. Mark.
Yeah, you only have 2.
You wanna do me a favor and grow a few more real quick?
Yeah, just make it happen. Alright, what comments did we miss? Can you scroll back at all?
Listening. Do you need to think of a joke to win the gift card?
Yes.
You gotta tell me a joke. You gotta make me laugh. And the best one gets the $50 gift card. What's a couple other things we got going on? We're giving away 2 teal ovens.
Ooh.
Those are being announced on Friday. So you gotta comment on the post. You gotta like the post. And you gotta share it to your story, and you get a chance to win our teal Voila sublimation oven.
That's a good oven to have, dude.
I know, I love ours.
If you're doing sublimation at all, that's a good
I know.
one.
I'm super excited. I'm excited. Yeah, those will be announced Friday. What else we got going on? We got a Silky Sock sale, 6% off going on.
What we've got, still planning Wallapalooza.
Yep, Wallapalooza's coming up in July. We've
When
got
is it in July? We know.
the last week of July.
Last week of July. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then,
Alright, we're ready for another color change. We're on to white again.
what else do we got going on? We're gonna have a Memorial Day sale coming up soon as well.
Ooh, I think
What are we doing tonight?
Tonight we are doing embroidery. So we are using the Brother PE800 to embroider our Wind Down Wednesday logo onto an apron. I've never used this machine, so Riley is walking me through myself and you guys out there watching through the steps to use this to kind of give you guys a little bit more information about the machine. If in your interest in embroidery, maybe you want to start your embroidery journey. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you want to start a little embroidery side hustle. Maybe you want to maybe you want this little machine so that you can make presents for your family for birthdays, Christmas, what have you. This is a great little machine to do all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
And embroidery is super versatile, and a lot of things that you can't heat press are things that you could probably embroider. Fun fact. That's something that we work a lot with in the customer apparel department, is that what's the best decoration method for this thing that we need to do, you know? And most of the time it's like, okay, should we use vinyl? Should we use DTF? Should we use embroidery? Like, which is the best? And like, what is most cost effective? And what does the customer want, kind of thing? Yeah. I've already made a couple of heat transfer, like, custom embroidery orders as well. So if anyone out there has received any custom embroidery or ordered any custom embroidery through heat transfer, and you've received your order already, I made that for you. I hope you like it. I did my best. I think. I don't remember. I embroider so many things all the time. What was I doing today? It was like 200 hats today.
You did hats today?
I did hats today. Today and yesterday I did hats. I made
I saw you
so
had
many hats.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. Every time I go over there, you're doing something else. You did a lot of bags last week.
I did do a lot of backpacks last week, actually.
Backpacks
are
backpacks
are a popular one as well with embroidery, because like most backpacks have like a texture to them, and it's a lot more difficult to like decorate them with a heat transfer product. And embroidery lends itself really, really well to just fabric like that. It's thicker and it's a little bit weird, and you wouldn't expect to be able to poke a giant needle through it, but 100% you can. 100% you can.
Poke a giant needle through it.
Well, it's not that giant. It's pretty small.
What you got, Mark?
I love embroidery. I need a hat ASAP, is what Brooke Rubke said.
Girl,
order a hat.
G's claiming that she's very good at sewing.
Ooh, you're gonna have to prove it to me, G.
I haven't sewed since like home ec in 9th grade. So.
I hadn't either until I got this job. To be honest, we're being honest, but yeah. Oh, embroidery's super fun, dude. I'm one of those people that like really likes working with their hands though. Like I'm a very hands-on person. So I'm into this kind of stuff a lot.
Can I change the next color?
Yeah, please, absolutely. What's the next color you need?
Dark fuchsia or red.
Red. Okay.
Trippy.
It's gonna be ready for you.
They go.
Yeah. So I would first take off your cap, your spool cap. Take your spool off and give yourself a good bit of excess.
Need the scissors.
Yep. Just like that. Yep. And then put it on the spool.
Look, Mom, I'm embroidering.
You're doing so good.
Woo!
And then, just tie them together. Doesn't really matter what kind of knot you use, but
it.
you do want them to be similar lengths.
No pressure. No pressure. Oh, you made that look so easy.
I do it a lot.
But, I was gonna say.
I do it many, many times a day, so I do make a lot of this look easy. I've been told that by my coworkers.
Just grab.
Yep, so just grab. Nope, you don't want to grab. So if you pull this through and into the needle, that knot you made is not going to go through the needle eye. So you need to unthread that needle, and then you can start pulling it through.
Sarah says you're not doing much drinking for Wind Down Wednesdays.
Sarah,
my cup is half empty. What do you mean?
So it's going to feel like it's stuck, but just be really gentle and pull it. Yep. You got it, girl. You got it. Look at there.
Woohoo!
Okay, so now you can cut your excess. Yep, and then what you're going to do, I'll take that. What you're going to do is you're going to take this thing right here. I'm going to kind of show you this. You can do it next time.
You hooked it
It's
somewhere
going
down there.
It's going to go right in here, and then it's going to go all the way into this little bit here. It's going to go into that groove there, and then you're going to bring around the side, and this is a little cutter, and you're just going to cut it right off.
Bam.
So, and then after that, straight up, down your lever, just like that.
Button time.
Yep.
Skirt.
Good job. And then stop it after about.
Are we giving away the sewing machine?
Well, it's not a sewing machine, first of all. Oh, it went away. Sometimes they do that. This is not a sewing machine. It is an embroidery machine,
Yes.
which is a lot more exciting than a sewing machine, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't. Are we doing this one? No. Okay. No, it's mine. You can't have it.
We're not giving this piece of equipment away, unfortunately, but we are giving away 2 sublimation walnut ovens. So if you go find our post, our 50K giveaway on Instagram, or Facebook, you will be able to find out how in that post what you need to do to be entered to win one of those ovens. And we are announcing the winners on this Friday, so 2 days from now. And if you win, I don't know, maybe I can pull some thread, pull some strings in.
I gotta go.
Pull some
I
strings
gotta
in, get you guys something else on top of the oven. But I'll see what I can do. It ain't much, but it's on its way.
Get out. God.
What else?
Anyway, what else can we talk about? I feel like embroidery is something that people have a lot of questions about in general, but don't know who to ask them to, or don't even know where to start. And
Ask her.
here I am. I'm here for all of your
I'm
questions.
here. It's me.
It's me.
Am I the drama?
Am I the villain? I think
Am I
I'm the villain.
Am I the villain? Sarah, see, now I'm filling my cup some more. Are you happy now,
Are you
Sarah?
already through, girl?
Well, I got a little bit left. Well, you've been working with your hands. My hands have been free. I've been drinking.
True. Why don't you do the?
No, I got the bottle in my hand now.
Anyway, what kind of questions
Shout
do
out
we
to
have?
Bree for the wine.
Shout out to Bree for the wine. This
Shout
is
out to Bree for the
delicious. What
wine.
is this brand?
Flip flop.
Flip Flop Wines.
Flippy
Yeah.
floppies.
I usually just get the cheapest pink Moscato, which is like a lot of time it's like, what is it? What is the brand that I'm thinking of? Is it Barefoot?
Ah.
Yeah, I love Barefoot pink Moscato.
A lot of barefoot.
All right.
Yeah, we should have had this yesterday for Moscato Day.
Oh, was yesterday Moscato?
Yesterday was Moscato Day. I made that cute little tumbler. It said Hakuna Moscato.
that's
It means
right.
drink wine.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I have ADHD.
Am I the drama?
I the drama?
Mark, we got any jokes yet so I can give this away? It's not my money.
No jokes yet.
One
No
making
jokes.
Lexi laugh right now.
Give me the funnies. Give me the funnies.
Make us laugh.
Yeah.
All right, there she goes.
Otherwise, I'll make Riley laugh some more, and then I'll keep it.
There you go.
Ah!
It's your $50 gift card.
Now I'll just end up giving it away next time.
Petty Groom says hello.
Hello! Welcome to me! Reminds me of that song by Adele. Hello. Hello! It's me. I can see it in your eyes.
Oh god, someone please like make a joke or something, because it's not gonna go well when we keep doing this. By the way, Lexi is like one of my favorite coworkers, just so you guys know. We work with, well, how many people are in our Fargo location? What, like 40?
In the Fargo one?
Yeah, we got like 40 people in our Fargo
I
location.
thought it was like more like 39.
No, I actually asked. I did ask recently because I was like, actually, oh no, I asked recently because I'm making cupcakes.
That's right.
Yeah, because if you guys didn't know, Lexi is graduating from college
Woo!
this week.
On Friday. So when I'm announcing the Steel 11 giveaway, I'm going to pull some strings so I can be like, oh, I'm giving this away for graduation.
For her graduation.
Woohoo!
Which is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you.
I'm so happy to be done.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, college is not an easy thing to achieve, so I tried and I failed. Oh, did you hear that sound?
Oh,
Did you hear that?
yeah, what's that?
That was the machine going over an already sewn cap. So it's a kind of a scary sound, but I promise you, this machine is made to do that. So it's okay.
Interesting.
But
Who would have thought technology would make noise?
Yeah.
I need the skizzers.
iCat just said she learned about us through sublimation camp with Angie Holden and Corey.
Ooh, yay!
Fun. Wait, there's a sublimation camp?
That was last week, yeah. What was her name?
ICAT 379.
ICAT 379. What did you think of sublimation camp? Was it your first time going to sublimation camp? Did you love it? Tell me. Spill the tea.
Spill the tea, girl.
Please.
I want to go to sublimation camp. That sounds so fun.
We have our first joke. Why did the chicken cross the street?
Why?
I don't know, to get to the other side.
Why did the chicken cross the street?
To get to the other side?
To I don't know.
To get the chicken nuggets.
That's cannibalism.
Technically, chickens.
Chickenism. Actually, you don't even have to cut it at this point. You could straight up just be like, oh.
To get to the other side.
Nope, you can't. You gotta do your lever first. You ain't got no thread in your needle, girl. There you go.
I thought you did that when you were doing your thing. Do your thing, 21.
Nope, I didn't.
Oh!
Isn't this exciting? The best part about embroidery is like most of the work revolves around the setup process.
Trust
Because like,
the process.
yeah, trust the setup process when it comes to embroidery because like the more you double check, if you ask my team in custom apparel, like what's Riley's number one rule? Because not only am I the embroidery manager over there, but I also manage our production. Number one thing, oh, you can do it, cool.
Yeah, you were mad that you hadn't drank enough, so here I am.
Thank you. But the number one thing that my number one rule is quadruple check, basically. Like, always checking many, many times because you never know. I'd rather have you spend more time checking to make sure it's right than have it be messed up. So yeah, like the setup for embroidery is very easy as long as you know what you're doing, obviously, and you just take your time because everything's gonna be a little confusing and there's a lot of steps to the setup. So
There's a lot of moving pieces here.
there is. It's a lot. And just so you know, embroidery is a very intimidating method of decoration. I promise it's not that hard.
Look at me, I can do it.
Look, even
That's
Lexi
saying
can do
something.
it. She can do it. Yeah. Just be gentle. Yeah, you got it. See, it goes through. It does go through. And then you're going to go through that little notch. Yep, perfect. And then, yeah, all the way through. And then, nope. Okay. Yep.
Wrong side?
No, yeah. So you got it when you do that.
Whoops.
Actually, you might have actually done it. You want to push your lever? See if it worked? Oh, look at you. You totally did it right. You can,
Yeah!
I guess you can do it from that side too. Totally fine. All right. Good. We love that for her. Look at her go.
We're learning.
You did so good.
We're learning.
Good job, Vivi. Thanks. So proud. Thanks. Anyways, what else we got going on?
Creations by A-Line said, oh my god, you guys are so fast at shipping. Ordered yesterday and my order arrived this afternoon.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
Love to hear it.
Love that for
We
you, girl.
love customer feedback.
Yes.
She also was wondering how many colors can you do with that embroidery machine?
You can do a million colors if you want. You can do as many
You mean at a time?
at a time
Or how
like
many do we have in
I'm
stock?
assuming at a time.
only one color at a time. So this machine is a very small, compact, obviously little friend. So
It's a starter.
Yeah, it's very much like this is. I said this at the beginning, but I'll say it again for everyone that's just joined. This machine is very good for crafters, people who are wanting to do like cute little presents for their family for Christmas or anything like that. Someone who's curious about embroidery but doesn't have $1,000 million to pay for a giant industrial embroidery machine. So this is a great little machine if you just want to dip your toes in, and you just want to see if it's something that you're interested in, if it's something that will even work for you, if it'll even make sense for you, because it is a difficult process. But yeah, this little machine is great for that. You can only do one color at a time, so you will see us just kind of switching colors as we go. But it's really great for what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
We have another joke.
Oh boy, here we go.
Which U.S. state has the smallest soft drinks?
Soft drinks?
Correct.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I'm from
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I'm from Minnesota.
That's actually really funny.
We love a Minnesota.
I
love that.
That one's funny.
That's a good one.
That one's in first place, guys. What you got out? What else you got?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Stamp of approval.
Very nice. Love that.
I love it.
They're asking what machine is that?
This is the Brother PE800. It is the, I believe, only embroidery machine we have listed on our website.
Correct.
And it is $789.99.
Yes.
Is it drop ship? Do you know? Does it say?
It is a drop ship item. We also do carry the thread at
Yep.
$12.99 a piece.
Yes. So we also
correct.
are selling isocord. So
We are?
yes.
Oh, okay.
So isocord is the thread that we started selling through e-transfer. It's a great thread brand. I've been using it on my machines ever since we started working with them specifically, and it's really great. Like it's super comparable to a lot of the other brands that I've used in the past. Because before I've used Madeira, I've used All Stitch, I've used pretty much everybody's options, to be honest, and like all really weird one-offs too. Like you go to like events and stuff, and they're like, oh here, like a bucket of free thread, and you just grab whatever. And it's like I really like isocord. They do a really good job. But yeah, we have a really good just variety of options when it comes to isocord because I mean you need a whole rainbow, man.
And what is the biggest size design you can do with that machine?
With this machine, this is the largest hoop that this machine comes with, which is a 5 by 7 inch hoop. So, but you do want to keep in mind to allow space for your design. So, the largest design I would say you could probably do on this is like a, if it's 5 by 7, you want like a 1/2 inch per whatever. So probably like a 4.5 by 6.5. Is as big as you would want to go. But yeah. Yeah.
Not super big.
Not
super
ginormous.
small.
Not ginormous, but a really good like left chest size.
Really good start.
Yeah, like you
For sure.
like 6 inches is a lot bigger like horizontally across your chest than you would think. So like for t-shirts this is great. This is great for like towels. I would love to do
I didn't even think about towels. It's
Yeah.
beach season.
Like
no.
monogram stuff?
Yes, monogram stuff, 100%. You can do applique with this machine. You can do lots of really fun stuff. And I think in the little manual thing, it does say you could do like pet collars. Like you can embroider pet collars with this. You
That
can
would be
do,
cool.
yeah, which is not something you would ever think of to do, but
No,
like
definitely
kind of
not.
fun, Like pet collars. You could do. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I've embroidered. Backpacks. You cannot unfortunately do hats with this machine, or at least not constructed hats. You would have to deconstruct your hat in order to embroider it with this machine, unfortunately. But you can make patches with this machine. You can make
Patches would be cool.
patches. Yeah, patches are
That
cool.
would be really cool.
Patches are a learning curve for sure. It's something that I'm not even quite there on yet, to be honest. But patches are like if you're into it and you want to do patches, you can totally do that with this machine, 100%. Which is really cool. Like, cause you could, I don't know, this is the biggest hoop size. You could probably fit like realistically like 6 pretty good sized patches on here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Five sure.
Lots of fun things. We've been talking about doing a will it embroider
Yes.
session thing.
How would you convert an Illustrator file to work on your embroidery machine?
That's a good question. That's a really, really good question. How do you get the design on your machine, right? Like, yeah, that's a great one. So
There.
there's this lovely thing in the world of embroidery called a digitizer. And you yourself as the embroiderer can be a digitizer if you want to be, but there are lots of places to outsource digitizing as well. We in our custom apparel department, we do outsource our digitizing to a great lady. She's fantastic to work with. I love her. But simply because I don't have the time to spend like 20 minutes, 30 minutes per logo to digitize it myself. I would rather go and have other things and do more embroidery.
Support the
And,
economy.
yeah, so, and also Camilla does a really, really good job. Her name is Camilla. But yeah, so what you would do is you would send, whenever I need a file from Camilla, all I do is I take a screenshot of the design that I want, which like you can make it on Illustrator. Like if you have your design on Illustrator, take a screenshot on your computer, and then send that screenshotted file to a digitizer of your choice. So you can find a digitizer, like straight up search it in Google. Like you do want to find something that's a little bit like good, but you can ask. There's lots of like Facebook pages and stuff like that have digitizers. But yeah, so you find yourself digitizers, send them your file or a screenshot of the design that you want, and then you'll also need to let them know what you're doing it on, so like what you're wanting to embroider it on, because you do have to digitize things differently based on like the garment, specifically hats. Like if you're embroidering a hat, you want your design to start from the center and sew outwards, but if you're embroidering on something like an apron like that, it doesn't really matter where it starts. So you need to let them know what size you want your logo or your artwork to be, and then you also need to let them know what garment you're putting it on. And so you can include all of your colors, all of that stuff. If you want specific colors, let them know that stuff too. But then they will send it back to you in whatever their turnaround time is. And then what you have to do is you would have to download, most embroidery machines, including the PE 800, has a little USB jack, as you can see over here. And this is my lovely collection of USBs. I've had to get several so that we can keep them all organized. But yeah, so that's the kind of a little interesting process to it. You just send it off. I personally just send it off and you do that. Otherwise, there are also digitizing softwares that you can learn how to use and do, and there's a learning curve to that though too. But I recommend outsourcing it just if you don't have a whole lot of time, and you also just don't have to spend your time learning how to do that because it's a lot of work. Yeah, and then you would download it onto, or straight up put it on your USB, and your digitizer will give you, if you have a good digitizer, you'll be given 3 different types of files. You'll be given a DST file, an EMB file, and a PES file. Those are all, you need all of those things. But this machine reads PES files.
That was so much.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. Like,
don't worry, this is all recorded, so
like,
we can post this later.
Please do. I'm sorry, and I do ramble a lot too because there just is a lot to say about it. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but
it's a lot of information. This is
lot.
new equipment to us here at Heat Transfer Warehouse, not specifically Riley, but to a majority of the team. Embroidery is new, so anytime we have questions, it's always, hey, where's Riley? Where's Riley? Because we need help, and we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. So
does Heat Transfer Warehouse do any digitizing?
Yeah, we don't personally do our digitizing. I believe we do outsource it through the people that we work with, but yeah. No, that's not something we have particularly dipped our toes in quite yet. I do have the software, so I could, but I just haven't had the time yet.
So can someone send their files to Heat Transfer Warehouse to digitize for embroidery?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. We'll get it embroidered.
We would have to ask specifically some other people about that to make sure that we could actually do that, but I don't see why we couldn't.
I don't see why not. We vectorize files.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't see why we can't digitize.
It's not something that we currently do, but
does the machine come with any preloaded images?
Oh my god, so many. Like, this machine comes with a whole little book full of pre-made designs and sew out files. They're all really fun too. They're season themed. So there's one for autumn, there's one for spring,
leaves,
there's one for
flowers,
summer, there's one
sunshine.
for winter, snowmen. I've stitched out a few of the pre-made files, and they're all really cute.
Oh,
and they're so cute, and I've given them to a few people around the office too.
Okay. All right, Riley, we're done. All of our stitches are in. All 10,064 of our stitches are on our design.
So
what's next?
Now we gotta just take it off. So first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna lift up your presser foot, just to make sure you have some clearance to take your hoop off. And then with the PE 800, there is a little lever on this side, and you just gotta release that hoop there. Once you get that released, slide it right on out. And there's our design! But you can see that there's some lines in it, and those are just our trimming spots. So the machine itself does not trim between thread changes, so you do have to go in and trim afterwards. But if you are ever an embroiderer, or if you've embroidered anything before, you know that trimming is just kind of part of the process. So it doesn't take very long at all, and it's kind of nice to just go in and make it all nice. So I'll just sit here and trim.
Can we see a close-up?
Yes!
Whoa!
We're so in sync.
Yes! Absolutely.
Give me just a minute and I will trim it for you, and we'll be happy to give you a close-up.
Yep. Once she gets that done, then we will show you guys, do a little recap, and then be on our merry way for this Wednesday evening. We got any other last-second jokes, Mark?
Yeah, what kind of jokes we got? Who's going to win the $50 gift card, dude?
Looks like the Minnesota is the winner right now.
Who was that?
That is a pretty good one.
What's their write down their username so I can get them their gift card.
Yeah, you can have it. Take it.
Yeah.
Buy what you want.
Yes.
Get yourself some thread.
Yeah.
That's what I would
get
do.
yourself some isocore thread.
That's what I would do, to be honest. We're also selling backing and stuff too. Literally with this.
Oh, we got the Peggy thing too.
I thought about asking you if we wanted to use Peggy today because Peggy.
I forgot about that.
Peggy is a pretty fun friend to have. Not gonna lie. Peggy. By the way, Peggy is is a stitch eraser. And a stitch eraser is, in theory, basically a glorified shaver, pretty much. And what it does is it kind of gets rid of the top layer of your embroidery. So if you like mess up or something, which I have done a lot, if you mess anything up on accident, you can just straight up go in with Peggy and shave away your mistakes. And never think about it ever again. Because it never actually happened. Because it never happened. With Peggy, it never happened.
That's funny. What else?
What else do we have? Backing. Lots of different types of backing, you guys. I made sure that was.
We got
something
backing
that we
on a roll, and then we got backing in sheets, no?
Yes, we have pre-cut sheets, and we also have rolls of backing. We decided to do the pre-cut sheets specifically because there's people that do just a lot of like straight up left chests, and they don't want to like spend a bunch of time cutting apart backing. But some people are doing like bigger designs, and they want a giant roll of backing. So we have lots of options.
We don't run out of options here at Heat Transfer.
We don't, period. Like, I just turn around and I'm like, oh, look, all the supplies I could ever need.
Literally.
Amazing.
And for anything, too.
Straight up anything.
You want DTF? We got it.
We
You
got
want
you.
HTV? We got it.
We got
you.
you.
Want sublimation? We got it.
You
You want embroidery? We got it. You don't want to do any of that yourself, but you want the products completed? We got it.
I got you, girl.
We got it. We got our whole custom apparel department that can do sublimation, DTF, embroidery, HTV.
Yeah, you guys, if you've got like a giant order of t-shirts, like if you have a customer that reached out and they're like, we need 200 t-shirts, and you're like, I don't want to press 200 t-shirts.
That sounds like too much work.
That sounds
we can do it for you.
Sounds like a me problem actually, because honestly, just let me know and we'd be happy to help you out.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that is what we are good at. So there are a couple little spots on here that have just a little bit of, just kind of little spots of thread because this file is not actually made for this machine. But it's not.
She made it for your other machine?
Yeah, she made it for my Racoma machines, which uses a DST file. So it's a little bit different, just the way that the files are translated here. But this is a super easy fix. You see those just little pieces there? So what you would do is you would take like a Peggy or straight up like a seam ripper, and this machine comes with a seam ripper as well. And a seam ripper is what you would use if you didn't have a Peggy. It's just this lovely little thing. And you would use that to just kind of go in and remove those stitches and get them out real easy because it has this little hooky thing. And you just straight up pull them out. I like to do this from the back though so that we don't ruin our designs. Okay, we're not quite done with trimming yet. Any more last minute questions?
I'm so invested in what she's doing right now. It's not even funny. Just like, what are you doing? What is that machine? What is that utensil? What does it do?
So many things.
I need to know.
Anything you want.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I love accents. It's like one of my favorite things to do at work. Like I love to turn into like a.
Oh my god, that reminds me of that meme I sent in the work chat the other day of the snake with the big teeth.
Oh my god!
And it was like, good day for a pint on a Tuesday, and I was like,
it's Tuesday,
my god!
innit?
I was like on the floor crying
That
because I
made
thought it was so funny.
That made me laugh pretty hard, to be honest. When you said that, I was like, oh
On
my
a
god!
Tuesday, and I'm just like,
It's Tuesday, innit?
I find some of the most ridiculous stuff so funny.
It's so fun. I love our office too. We all have such a fun.
We always got such good vibes.
Such good vibes in this
Let's
office.
just say we keep these good vibes.
That's why
going.
you guys should come to Lollapalooza.
Yeah, come to Lollapalooza. You can get the office vibes.
Because we are so much fun.
Vibes.
We're so much
Oh,
fun.
we have another joke. A geography teacher asked if I could name a country with no R in it.
With no R in it? Like a country without an R?
I said no way.
Eh.
Like Norway?
That's I was gonna say
That is pretty funny. Who said that one?
a country.
Wilma Davenport.
That's funny.
That's pretty funny.
That's
Wilma.
funny. All right, that's first place so far.
I like that one, Wilma. That's a good one. Okay, we're almost there. Just these little bits are what's giving us a hard time right now. But that's okay.
That's okay. Progress,
Because
then perfection.
yeah. And again, another thing that you do have to have a lot of when it comes to embroidery is patience.
And I have no.
And I have a lot, actually.
Well, I came to drink.
I also came to drink, but I've been
You're invested. Your hands have been too busy.
I've been doing this all day, dude. I've been embroidering all day.
Yeah, I probably could have helped out more. Maybe next time, right?
We didn't know what we were doing this time.
Maybe next time.
Okay, well, there's a couple little spots still, but those are super easily fixed. But we'll just give you like a little close-up.
All right, Mark. Look at the cameras to make sure she's in frame.
Am I in frame? Am I in frame?
Yes.
Can we see? Does it see?
Yep.
This is our thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's our Wind Down Wednesday
So,
logo and embroidery.
That's our embroidered logo, and now all that's left to do is unhoop and trim the backing, because we also used backing, because please use backing when you embroider. It's so important.
What's
So-
backing?
Good question! I'm gonna show you. Do we have bigger scissors over there?
Yeah, no, they're right here.
Oh, say less! How handy dandy!
We got it in our utensil cup. Oh god, do not throw the scissors.
Mark! Do not! Anyway, this is backing. So backing is, it's basically paper. It's like a fabric paper, and it's used for, another name for it is stabilizer. So you'll see, like if you watch videos of embroidery on Instagram or something, or YouTube, sometimes they will call backing stabilizer. I call it backing because I'm not mentally stable. I just need to-
Alright, that's first place.
No, embroidery backing is just what you would use to stabilize your garments. So most garments are pretty thin and require stabilization in order to make sure that your logo turns out beautiful, because otherwise you're going to stick around, you're going to lose registration, you're going to have a bunch of issues. But this is cutaway backing, and it just tore, so it's not a really good example. But in reality, this is not something that you would tear. There's two types of backing. This is cutaway, and it has a lot more structure, and the other type is tearaway, and has a little bit less structure, and it's super easy to just kind of rip off when you're done. But so what I'll do is I just kind of,
Whoa!
I just cut a little bit around that border. If you have anything embroidered at home, you will see that it has backing on it. You can just cut around, however.
It should have backing on.
Yeah, or should. And then if you want to, you can go in and cut off these little tails in the back too, if you want it to look nice and beautiful, but that's a lot of work, and I know. And now,
I love it.
look at there.
I love.
Wow.
Love.
And now we have a little Wind Down Wednesday apron.
Now we got a Wind Down Wednesday apron in sublimation. We've got a Wind Down Wednesday
Embroidery.
apron in HTV. And now, lastly, we've got a Wind Down Wednesday, apron in embroidery.
Woo!
So that's fun.
Yeah, so embroidery.
What creature is smarter than a talking parrot?
Not me.
I have no idea.
That's a good one. What? I don't really want to know.
We're waiting on the punchline.
I'm waiting. Tell me the answer.
So, what creature is smarter than a talking parrot? Spelling bee.
Smart.
Oh,
That checks out. That makes sense.
that does make sense. Nice.
It's too logical, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's Linda's
that's
second joke.
Linda.
Linda.
coming in hot with the jokes. She
We
wants
love
this
a
$50
double entry. Okay.
All right, drop more jokes in the comments for a chance at this $50 MX gift card while we kind of recap today's Wind Down Wednesday. So, we went over using the Brother PE800 embroidery machine that we now have live on the Heat Transfer Warehouse website. And it retails for what, Mark?
$7.89. Or sorry, that's not right.
89 or 90?
Sounds right.
$7.89.99.
Oh, I forgot the
$7.89.99.
9.
And then we also have 5,000 meter rolls of the thread for $12.99.
Yes.
That's a pretty good price, actually,
That's
for
what Mark-
for a big old roll like that. It's pretty
I
good.
don't know enough about embroidery and all that's good or not.
Pretty good, man.
Ah. Yes. Okay, so we used the Brother PE800. We used Isacord thread. We used the hoop, the 5x7 hoop that comes with the Brother embroidery machine. And then we did the Wind Down Wednesday logo. So a couple things that we got going on here at Heat Transfer Warehouse. The first thing is we are giving away 2 teal Walla sublimation ovens.
I want one.
Apply to win.
I don't think I can.
Find the post on our social media and then be sure to comment, share, and like to be entered to win. Winners will be announced this Friday. We'll pick 2 I'll see if I can swing giving some other deals out there as well. We have the Silky Socks sale going on right now. It's 6% off all Silky Socks blanks.
That's pretty good, actually, too.
Yeah.
That's a lot going on.
Just wait until our next deal.
Ooh,
Foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. Yes, we got a memorial sale coming up soon too here at the end of the month.
Memorial Day?
The 28th, 29th? I don't know, it's a Monday.
Great.
28th or 29th. I don't remember exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We drank some good wine. This pink Moscato
Flip-flop.
flip-flop wine
Moscato.
was delicious today.
Yeah, it's really good.
Any last couple jokes, Mark, before we wrap her up?
Jokes or questions or anything?
Any last questions?
Nope.
Okay. All
I
right.
did.
Oh, there's one last joke. Why were the teacher's eyes crossed?
She forgot to dot her T's. Dot her I's.
That's a good one. That's funny.
Cross her T's.
Cross
Dot
her
her
T's.
I's.
She couldn't control her pupils.
Ah, that's funny.
That's a
and
good
it's,
one.
I think it's this Teacher Appreciation Week is this week, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it
So.
last week?
And then we also have another joke from Sarah. Why can't you hear a, oh wow, pedactyl
Pterodactyl.
into the bathroom?
Because the P is silent.
Oh.
Correct.
That's funny.
I've heard that
I think the pupils one wins. Mark.
I think the pupils one wins too.
Yeah.
People are also asking, do we have any heat presses on sale?
You tell me.
We sure do.
Mark's
We
got
have the 15 by 15 Walla Press, the 16 by 20 Walla Press Auto, and the yellow footed, which I believe is a 9 by 12.
so all the dimensional options possible.
Sweet. Yeah. We've got lots of options there.
We got all the options. If we have a little banner on the top of our website that says, shop Walla Presses now and save big while supplies last. Click on that on the very top of our website, and that'll take you to all of our Walla Press heat presses for you to choose from.
Nice.
Yeah, Mark, send me the pupil joke.
Yeah. People joke wins, to be honest.
Their what's that thing called? User tag, name tag, user code, username. Send me that, and then the platform that they are on, and I will reach out to them via DM for them to get their $50 Amex gift card.
Congratulations, Linda Nelson.
Woo!
Woo! Go, Linda!
Oh, Linda.
That was a good joke, Linda. I'm proud of
Whoop.
you.
That's funny. But yeah, that kind of recapped this week's Wind Down Wednesday. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and it will be Maggie and DJ, and they are going to talk all things Walla Custom, DTF transfers, custom HTV transfers, rhinestones. I don't even know what else. Those two are so
A lot.
so creative that it's
Crazy.
amazing, and I love it.
So good.
And so I'm going to mesh them together and let them into the world.
Yes. As you should. They have a lot to share, honestly.
They really do, and they're so fun and bubbly. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Let us know what wine we should have for the next Wine Down Wednesday in 2 weeks. Let us know if you want to see any specific designs. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on any DM or through our chat feature on our website. But also, if you don't want to do that, we do have our customer service number that is live now. So you can text in if you prefer.
Or you could call.
Or call.
I mean, customer service would love to talk to you. I know. I just know. They love it.
What else? I think that kind of wraps it up.
Yeah, I think
Any
so
last
too.
questions, Mark?
Mark.
Nope.
All right. Perfect. Well,
Thank you for having me, Lexi.
Thanks for coming, Riley. Mark,
Yeah.
thank you for doing the cameras. Very much appreciated.
Thank you guys
And
for joining
Thanks
us.
everybody for watching. Thank you
Yeah.
for the jokes.
That's good.
And we will see you in 2 weeks for the next Wind Down Wednesday. See you guys. Bye. I gotta show Mark.
Oh, Brittany just joined. Hi, Brittany.
I gotta show
Hi,
Mark
Brittany.
how to turn
We're
the
done.
cameras off.
We're done. I'll just stand here and look pretty until you figure it out.